evening. You are listening to Anna Purdue with Project Patriot-USA, and today is March the 5th, 2018. Russia will not extradite the 13 Russians who were indicted by Robert Mueller. Vladimir Putin insists none of those accused acted on behalf of the Russian government. Since there is no extradition treaty between the U.S. and Moscow, Putin is not compelled to turn any of the accused over to the U.S. courts. So Putin is emphatically insisting that Russia does not extradite its citizens to anyone. However, the indictments will make travel abroad for those 13 accused difficult, if not impossible. So, Mueller, this was found, I found this on Reddit. So apparently Mueller, since the Russian investigation has turned out to be a dud, and he's got to find some way to keep his job, he's shifting gears from the Trump-Russia collusion to the Trump-United Arab Emirates collusion. That's the only thing I can figure. I can't understand why he just keeps this thing dragging out. So I'm assuming he must be trying to keep a job, because this is getting to be absolutely absurd. Okay, so it's not the Trump-Russia collusion, it's now the Trump-United Arab Emirates collusion. However, the Clinton Foundation received $10 million in donations from the United Arab Emirates in 2014 through the Clinton Global Initiative. So here we go again. Another investigation that's connecting Trump to the bad boys and girls, yet somehow it's the Clinton Foundation who seems to be receiving money. Julian Assange is set to release more of the Vault 7 this week. The latest in the CIA surveillance techniques closely resembles the warnings of George Orwell's 1984. And the CIA has been working on this project, and you're really not safe. If you turn your smartphone on, or if you're watching your smart TV, your Samsung TV, Big Brother is watching. And anyway, they had a program called Weeping Angel. It was a sinister spy program that they developed. It was developed by the CIA's Embedded Devices branch. And the intent was to infest smart TVs by transforming them into covert microphones. And this is eerily similar to the warnings of George Orwell's 1984. Well, in partnership with UK's M15, the CIA launched an attack against the Samsung smart TVs. The way it works is the television microphone is always in the on position, even though the user may have in fact turned the television off. So when the television is in the fake off position, the television operates like a covert recording device, and it sends your conversations to a covert CIA server. Well, since October of 2014, the CIA has been planning to infect vehicle control systems in the latest models of cars and trucks. So how about that, friends? We're not even safe in our cars and trucks. This is disturbing. Anyway, once these vehicles are in operation, the CIA will be able to carry out assassinations completely undetected. The Mobile Devices branch of the CIA have developed countless attacks to to remotely hack and control our modern smartphones. So using the information on our smartphones, the CIA will know our geolocation, our voice and text communications, and the CIA will be able to activate our camera and microphone. So this is very concerning. We are going to pretty much be forced, if not in the near future, we're going to be forced at some point, unless some major changes take place, to completely revert back to the way it was in the 1970s with the old telephone system that we used, and going back to paper. And I see that really being a possibility, because if at this rate we have no privacy, and they're already trying to silence us with our First Amendment rights on a lot of these social media platforms. They're screaming about removing the guns. And this right here is a direct violation of our privacy rights. So we're looking at our First, Second, and Fourth Amendment rights under full assault. But on a positive note, I will end with a very healthy tip. Today, the tip for the healthy herb is the bloodroot. It's a beautiful little flower, which is it's native to North America, and it's found in moist and shady areas. And you can find them as far north as Canada, or as far south as Florida, or as far west as Kansas. These plants grow to be 6 to 7 inches tall. It's just a little short plant. And the leaf is wrapped around the flower as it emerges. And then as the leaf opens, the flower blooms. The stem of the bloodroot is round, and it's usually orange or red when it's mature. And it's topped by a single little white flower that has anywhere from 8 to 12 petals with a bright yellow center. Well, you want to gather these roots when the flowers are in bloom. So that's the important time to gather the root, is when the flower is blooming. And you can dry the roots and later use it as a tea, or you can prepare it as a tincture and have it fresh. And bloodroot is endangered, so it should be cultivated. So please do not harvest this plant from the wild. But, I mean, you can grow it. You can grow it from seeds and root cuttings. And if you do grow it, it prefers sandy, moist soil. It could be slightly acidic and definitely shady. And if you want to buy the root, just make sure you're buying from ethical cultivators. We do not want to take these plants from the woods since they are endangered. But what is so good about these bloodroot plants is they work as an anesthetic, an antibacterial, an anticholinesterase, an anti-edemic, an anti-gingivitic, anti-inflammatory, anti-neoplastic, antioxidant, anti-periodontic, anti-plaque, antiseptic, diuretic, emetic, expectorant, fungicide. It's great for hypertensive issues. You can use it as a pesticide. It's great for your respiratory system. And it is also promising for fighting brain tumors and many other cancers. It has a property in it known as berberine, which you can also find this in golden seal, Oregon grape, and honeysuckle. So it's very promising for cancers. And I know someone personally who had face cancer on her nose, and they were planning to do surgery, and someone told her about this blood root, and they warned her strongly that it's going to look really scary, and she said it did. She said within a few days she thought she had done something really bad, but she stayed with the program, and she continued to put the blood root on her nose, the tincture she had made, and within a few weeks the cancer was completely gone. And when she went to her doctor for her checkup, her cancer was gone. So God's given us plenty of plants to take care of all the needs we have. We just have to go back and explore what our Father in heaven has given us. Well, way back in history, this was used by a lot of the North American tribes. They've used it for war paint. You can use it for a dye and cloth and yarn. And it can even be used as a wood stain. So if you are interested in learning more about this, put a message down in the message section, and I will be happy to give you more information. So thank you for spending some time with me this evening, and I wish you a great evening, and may God bless you.